First of all, Coach Haynes, he's obviously done a good job being able to practice at all these different positions. Learning the defense, being able to, just be irreplaceable for either position. That's really helped me be able to get on the field and kind of make the plays when I get there.
Are you playing with sort of confidence that you've never had? How's this feel right now when you're making plays?
I think, that just starts throughout the week. Just, film study, kind of knowing what the offense is going to do. And then, as the weeks go on, you're building more confidence as a team and as a defense.
We'll go Ratty and Sammy. For you, they were averaging 56 points per. They were averaging 56 points per game here. You held their offense to 13. Why so now?
I think it's how we prepare, right? We had a really good week of practice. We saw Coach Haynes threw out a lot of hard looks at us. He always giving us the hard looks to see during practice. So when it's time for game, it's like we've seen it before. He does a good job of preparing us. And we were well prepared, and we did a good job on D.
Say you did like Kellan, you went out and somebody landed on your play. What did it take to get you back into the game and to play at that high level?
Honestly, I wanted to get back out there as soon as I could. I had to do some tests and stuff, but eventually got back out there, and we got things going.
Mike in front of Jack. I say, what has this been like for you personally, kind of being under the radar guy for several years? Everybody knows who you are. You've been brothers.
Yeah, I know. That's just one thing. We talk about this in the linebacker room, the evolution of the linebacker. It's being on special teams, it's making plays on special teams, it's being a dominant special teams player. And then, you get onto the defense, you get your turn, you start making plays, and you just kind of grow into a dominant linebacker. So that's kind of just something Coach Haynes always preached since he's got here. And, I believe I just bought into that, and that's kind of what's helped me.
We'll go three more. We'll go Zach B, Daniel, and Joe.
Isaiah, you were here with the last staff. What's changed since coaching?
The biggest thing for me when they came in, it was win. That was from strength staff to the coaches to the guys in ops upstairs. There was nothing we do that's extra that's not about winning. We don't do a lot of the fluff. We don't do a lot of the look good stuff. But for us, it's really just getting out there. And if we're not doing something that's going to contribute to winning on Saturday, then we don't do it. Coach Stig's really efficient with that.
All right, we'll go Daniel and Joe. We'll be done.
I want to say, IU as a team hadn't won against a top 5 team, and it was 0-46. What does it mean for y'all to win here, win this game? What kind of statement does that say?
Kellan, take it first for Isaiah.
I think it's huge for it to be the first time for it to happen. I think that's pretty big to make history in the program. I think as a team we're just all excited. We kind of knew what we were getting into. We always knew that we could win this game. This game was very winnable, and we came out and got it done.
I think it just kind of shows, what the limit to this team is, and I don't think we found it yet. So I think it's just something that's exciting for the team to see. And, it was kind of like a real big test, and so I was excited to see how we match up against them.
Last one to Joe, back along the left.
For both of you, obviously, you chose to stay with somebody you got hired, Kellan, you transferred over. Did you envision a moment like this, a game like this, when he's giving you that speech to stay or join?
Isaiah, take it first. Kellan?
Yeah, honestly, you never know what you're going to get when you get a new staff. But like I said, from the beginning, I knew that I made the right choice by staying. Everything we do is about winning. Everything we do is about, bettering ourselves and that's from January 1st all the way till now, through spring ball, fall camp, summer workouts. I feel like I made the right decision to stay.
Yeah, I think for me, it was definitely the right place for me to come. Especially how they played last year. That was something I always kept in mind, when I was going throughout my process of, transferring here. They won some big games last year, and a lot of teams, a lot of people really weren't really expecting it. And so, to make a statement game like this, once again, not a lot of people really expect us to come out and win, and we came out and got it done. So I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.